Honda sales professional Cy Satterwhite here, and we're here to talk today about the 2016 HRV. Now, there's a lot of vehicles coming out in the CUV market, so Honda's entered the fray again with the HRV. And what we have here is the ultimate value for dollar. And today we're going to touch on a lot of those points. We're going to go over this vehicle, point out some of the styling cues and some of the space cues, and some of the things that are going to make this vehicle stand out amongst the other vehicles in the segment. First thing I'd like to talk about is this, again, the appearance of it. When we look at the HRV, a lot of people say that it looks like a small CRV. Well, that's very true. It took several design cues, and actually it borrows some of the parts from the CRV, some of the transmission parts, especially in the all-wheel drive configuration. This car is built on a Fit platform, so it has some of the magic that the Fit actually has with it, especially with the interior, and we'll touch on that once we get on the inside. This is the EXL trim level. This is the top trim level. For about $26,000, you get leather seats, XM radio, all-wheel drive. Again, it comes in several different packages. You get it in LX and the EX, but we're going to be talking about the EXL trim level today. Now, it's probably hard to see from this angle, but if we follow this door line all the way back, a lot of people who have already test driven or purchased this vehicle say they like how you really can't tell that it's a four-door until you come back here. The door handle's here. It's kind of hidden, kind of cool. 17-inch alloy wheels. You have a sunroof. Again, you have to get an EX or above to get a sunroof, but what you won't get on the EX are the roof rails. So that's one way that we can immediately identify an EXL when we see it on the road or on the lot. When we come to the back of the HRV, it's very stylish. I mean, I'm very impressed with this vehicle. We've waited a while. There's always hype whenever Honda releases something, but they did a really great job. So we have these very nicely jeweled taillights here. Up high, they're on the corner, so your people around you will see you. You're very visible to everyone. We also have our brake light and the spoiler, and it's a really attractive package. We have the this is our XM satellite radio antenna. It looks a little different than the ones that we already get. This is something, again, that you find on the Accord Touring, but again, upscale package, not a lot of money. Let me open the back here. Just under 6 foot tall, and I fit nicely right under here, so if it was raining and I had to access stuff back here, I got a little protection. But again, they make everything very user-friendly, which is something that they've always done. Being that the HRV is built on the Fit platform, it has very similar characteristics with its ability to manipulate its seats. One of the cool things that we have is we can fold the seats up this way, and we can create two separate storage areas. So we have space here in the back and we have space here in the side. Actually, with this kind of space here, if you had a full-size bicycle, if we took the wheel off, we could actually fit it right here, and we could transport up to 2 bikes. We've actually gotten 2 bikes in here with the front tires off of them. And then we have another way to manipulate the seats. We can fold them back down. We'll see how I just easily pull this back up, and then it just locks right in place. On the shoulders here, there are levers. We're just going to pull these. And now what we've done is we've created a flat surface. I'm about 6 foot tall, and this gives us plenty of space to store stuff. Or if you get kicked out of your house, you got a nice place to sleep for the night. But one thing that this does that the Fit does not do is we call it magic mode. So I put everything back, and I'm just going to start all over. We're going to lower this seat here. I come around to the front. We're going to pull this headrest out, set that wherever we need to, and then compress this seat all the way down. Now I have just a little bit over 8 foot of storage space if I have to take a trip to the lumberyard, my fishing poles, any long items that I need to store. This is kind of space that you wouldn't get in a Civic. And again, at the value for dollar price point that we're coming in at, again, you're getting all this for about $26,000. You know, top trim level Pilot, you're looking at $44,000. Top trim level CRV, you're looking at about $30,000. So again, value for dollar, we're getting a lot of vehicle for a little money. All right, so now we're behind the wheel of our HRV. And like I said before, it's powered by the 1.8 liter motor that we find in the Civic. It's also coupled with the CVT transmission. Again, a very fuel efficient transmission and a very effective transmission. And at first glimpse, we were just a little worried that the 1.8 wouldn't be enough for this vehicle, but behind the wheel, it's more than enough. And when we talk about value for dollar, I'm sitting in a very nicely equipped, very plush, leather everywhere, $26,000 vehicle. And again, it's hard. You'll be hard pressed to find a vehicle with as many amenities for the price range. Again, this particular vehicle screams value for dollar, and that's something that Honda is always going to be very aware of and very intuitive with when it comes to giving people what they want. We have a very nice leather wrap steering wheel. We've borrowed some other things again from other cars that we manufacture, like our paddle shifters in the EX and EXL trim levels, or the EXL trim levels. We have the paddle shifters, again, giving us more versatility in our drive. We have our touchscreen audio system, which we're starting to see again in all of our vehicles. Touchscreen heating and air conditioning system. I mean, Honda has gone all out to make this vehicle feel more upscale. Honda has added an electronic parking brake to this vehicle. This HRV has a brake hold. Now, what is the brake hold? Why do you care about that? Brake hold allows you to engage brake hold, and if you're in stop and go traffic, and let's say you have to reach down to the floorboard, and in order to do so, you need to remove your foot from the brake. Well, we remove our foot from the brake, the brakes stay applied, and the vehicle doesn't go anywhere until we press the accelerator. I can think of so many situations in my normal daily drive that would come in useful. And if, say, I take my seatbelt off, well, it's going to engage the parking brake for safety. So the engineers, again, always thinking ahead. And something that I've really started to love that Honda's doing are the lane watch cameras. Again, we get a lane watch camera in this car. So basically what our lane watch camera allows me to do is whenever I put the right turn signal on, there's a camera in the right side mirror that turns on and allows me to see what's in that lane before I make the decision to get over there. If you're looking for a vehicle that's very flexible and very versatile, I'm really pleased by this. Again, it reminds me of the Element, again, with that I can do anything attitude. And if there's one thing it can do, it can put a smile on my face, because I really do like driving this car. So if you're looking for a vehicle that's fun to drive, easy to own, good on gas, and able to do a little bit of off-road duty, the HRV might be the car for you. So come on down to Waldorf Honda, come see me or my sales professionals, and we'd love to take you out and show you what this car is all about. We'll see you down at Waldorf Honda.